The Komodo dragon, or Varanus komodoensis in its scientific name, is one of the most iconic and astonishing animals ever to live on Earth. This giant reptile has a long history, unique abilities, and behaviors that make it one of the most lethal predators in the wild. In this narrative, we will explore various fascinating facts about Komodo dragons, from their origins, lifestyle, and strengths, to the little-known mysteries surrounding them. So, let's begin our journey into the world of the Komodo dragon, the last living dragon of Indonesia. 1. Origin and discovery of the Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon is the largest lizard species in the world. They were first recognized by Western researchers in the early 1910s during the period when Indonesia was still under Dutch colonial rule. At that time, stories about a giant water buffalo-eating lizard on Komodo Island began to capture the attention of scientists. An expedition was carried out in 1912 by Peter Ounds, the director of the Zoological Museum in Bogor. Through this expedition, he scientifically documented the existence of the Komodo dragon and gave it the name Varanus komodoensis. Since then, the international world has become increasingly fascinated by this creature that seems to have come straight from the age of dinosaurs. However, the local communities, especially those in East Nusa Tenggara, had already lived alongside Komodo dragons for hundreds, even thousands of years. They often refer to the Komodo dragon as Ora. 2. Natural habitat of the Komodo dragon. Komodo dragons can only be found naturally in Indonesia, specifically on Komodo Island, Renka Island, Pater Island, Gili Mutang Island, a small part of Flores Island. Because their range is extremely limited, Komodo dragons are classified as an endangered species. Their habitats typically include dry savannas, grasslands, and tropical forests with hot climates. They prefer areas near hills, valleys, or rocky terrain, as these places provide perfect hiding spots for stalking their prey. 3. Body size. The giant lizard, Komodo dragons can grow to about 2 to 3 meters in length, and some individuals can even reach more than 3 meters. Their weight is just as impressive, ranging from 70 to 90 kilograms, and under certain conditions, adult males can exceed that. Their bodies are large and muscular, with tough skin that resembles armor covered in small scales. Some of these scales even contain tiny bones called osteoderms, giving them the appearance of having natural body armor. 4. Extraordinary sensory abilities. Komodo dragons may appear slow, but their senses are incredibly sharp. Sense of smell. Komodo dragons do not smell through their noses like mammals. They use their long, forked tongues to taste scents in the air. With this mechanism, a Komodo dragon can detect the smell of carrion from as far as 4 to 9 kilometers away. Vision. Komodo dragons can see quite well up to a distance of about 300 meters. However, their vision is less effective when it comes to detecting non-moving objects. Hearing. Although their hearing is not as strong as their sense of smell, Komodo dragons can still hear certain frequencies, especially low-pitched sounds. 5. Apex predator with a deadly bite. The Komodo dragon is the apex predator in its habitat. They have no natural enemies besides humans. What makes their bite extremely dangerous comes down to 2 main factors. 1. Bacteria in the mouth. People once believed that Komodo dragons killed their prey using deadly bacteria growing in their mouths. Although they do carry harmful bacteria, this theory is now considered less accurate. 2. Venom. Modern research has discovered that Komodo dragons actually possess venom with effects such as lowering the prey's blood pressure, causing the prey to go into shock, preventing the blood from clotting, increasing bleeding speed. This venom makes Komodo dragons far more dangerous than previously thought. Even a small bite can have fatal effects on large prey such as deer or water buffalo. 6. Highly effective hunting techniques. Komodo dragons typically hunt by ambush. They stay still and wait for prey to pass by, then suddenly strike with high speed. A Komodo dragon can run up to 20 kilometers per hour, an impressive speed for an animal of its size. After biting its prey, the Komodo often lets it go. They simply wait for the venom to take effect. Once the prey becomes weak or collapses, the Komodo dragon tracks it down using its sharp sense of smell. Komodo dragons are not just large and intimidating animals. They are unique creatures with a long history, extraordinary biological abilities, and an important role in their ecosystem. They are living evidence of our planet's ancient past and natural legacy that we must protect together.